Another day, another time, another opportunity. There are 24 hours in the day. You have the good, the bad, the ugly. We all benefit from the 24 hours. But the question here is, how do you utilize your 24 hours? That's the biggest question. The good, the bad, the ugly, the serious and the unserious. We all benefit from the 24 hours, but it's left with you. How you going to use your 24 hours? And I want to caution all of us this morning to use it wisely. Because lazy hair make a man poor. Diligent hands bring him wealth. A great start of a morning on the 8th day of May. I'd love to say good morning to you and welcome to the program, The Positive Show. Indeed, The Positive Show sets your day's agenda. We gave you the opportunity to learn. We also learn from you. There are lots of things to talk about. So many things to talk about. And this morning, we're going to be talking about those things that matters. Specifically, as usual, we bring you the flight schedules from the Rabbits International Airport. Following the airport update, we bring you the vehicular traffic movement update as well from Monrovia and its environs. We chit chat on some national issues. The flip side 9, we'll be looking at something very important. And this has to do with parent to child relationship. The role of the parent in the life of a child. It was saddening on yesterday to have seen on the social media a teenager losing her life. It's been alleged too many stories coming up that the instructor of one of the institutions there in Peaceville was in a relationship with this teenager. Allegedly, she got pregnant, as the story goes. And substance were given to remove the pregnancy, but it did not turn out well. She ended up losing her life. So this brings us to the point to look at a very important topic that has to do with parent to child relationship. Are the parents still playing the parental roles in the homes? All the parents have turned out to be the children, and the children have turned out to be the parents. On this platform, we create an enabling environment for the exchange of ideas. In as much we hold the public trust, it is our bound duty to safeguard the airwaves from invectives and also the things that are not meant for the airwaves. My name is Rufus Divine Conan. I'm pretty seated this morning. So together, we run this show up to 10 o'clock. A buzz of our team when we come back, followed by commercials, and then we bring you the flat schedules and the vehicular traffic movement update. Welcome.
We force the win. Every win is yours. Own it. The Momo Community League is back, and this time it's about on the field and love in the stands. 16 communities will battle for a grand prize of 300,000 Liberian dollars, while the second place team will walk away with 200,000 Liberian dollars and third place 100,000 Liberian dollars. From Jacobstown to Logantown, Bannersville to Clear Street, Kingrave to Nuku Town, Simple Bridge to West Point, Old Road to Congo Kingrave to Benga Town. Oh my Pape my crowd born oh my real junior, they lead it for y'all. Come and support your community, yeah. This is more than football. It's pride, it's passion, it's power. The People's League, Momo Community League is here. So come out, wear your jersey, bring the drums, cheer the loudest, and support your community. The Momo Community League is for the people. Powered by Lone Star South MTN and the Liberian Football Association. If you want extra small money for the things that you're not expecting, let me tell you about Momo Loan. The fast and easy way to be free with money problem. Momo Loan, the new way of taking care of things when you not get money. The first thing you got to do is to register *156*5# and you will select extra cash. Hey man, that one, that easy credit there. Momo Loan, they're not just giving you money, they are making you strong financially. Momo Loan, that your fallback position, that you're dependable. Go get it. Don't wait, go register today and control your money power with Momo Loan. Momo Loan, extra money for the things that are important to you. Yeah. Yes, you need a little extra cash for those unexpected expenses. Introducing Momo Loan, your quick and easy solution to financial freedom. Momo Loan is your cash flow, extra cash when you need it, offering users quick financial support for things that truly matters. It's simple. First, you gotta register. Just dial *156*5# and select extra cash. And remember, with Momo Loan, we are not just giving you cash, we are empowering you with knowledge for a brighter financial future. Momo Loan is your cash flow, extra cash when you need it. Let's go. So don't wait. Get started today and take control of your finances with Momo Loan. Momo Loan, extra cash for the things that matter.
Okay, after the commercial commitment, we back, of course, to give you the flight schedules from the Roberts International Airport. Let us begin with arrivals at the Roberts International Airport. We have our first flight, Ethiopia Airlines, flight ET932 from Conakry, Guinea. We arrived this morning at the Rabos International Airport at 9:45. 9:45 is expected that the Ethiopia Airlines will arrive at the Rabos International Airport. Let's go to our next flight, Kenya Airways, flight KQ508 from Accra, Ghana. We arrived at the Rabos International Airport at 5:40 this evening. So Kenya Airways, we arrived at the Rabos International Airport at 5:40 this evening. Lastly, for arrivals at the Rabos International Airport, we have Oscar Airlines. Oscar Airlines flight KP20 from Accra, Ghana. We arrive at the Rabos International Airport at 5:50. 5:50 this evening. The flight that's Oscar Airlines flight KP20 will arrive at the Rabos International Airport. When you observe the arrivals of these flights, most especially the evening flights, Kenya Airways will arrive at 5:40 and Oscar will arrive at 5:50. So they have 10 minutes between. 10 minutes between. All right. So this is it. Let's go to departures from the Rabos International Airport. Departures from the Rabos International Airport. Air Cote d'Ivoire flight HF755 should have departed the Rabos International Airport for Conakry, Guinea this morning at 8:20, but the flight has been cancelled. So that means all those who are scheduled for boarding the Air Cote d'Ivoire, the flight is cancelled. So get to know this. Let's move on to our next flight. Ethiopia Airlines flight ET932 will depart the Rabos International Airport for Addis Ababa at 10:45. Ethiopia Airlines flight ET932 will depart the Rabos International Airport at 10:45 this morning for Addis Ababa. We move on to the last flight for today. For departures, we have Kenya Airways. Kenya Airways flight KQ509 will depart the Rabos International Airport with an estimated time of 6:40 this evening. With an estimated time 6:40 this evening for Accra, Ghana. So, from our indicators here, we have been alerted that it is estimated to leave, Kenya Airways is estimated to leave the Rabos International Airport at 6:40. So when you see such a thing popping up like this, that means there may be some delay in the flight departure due to some circumstances or so. So it's estimated that Kenya Airways will leave the Rabos International Airport at 6:40 this evening. So that does it for our flight schedules. Many thanks to Flight Trader 24 for always giving us update as it relates to our flight schedules from the Rabos International Airport right here on the program. Let's move to our vehicular traffic movement. You understand that it is quite interesting that all road leads in the morning towards town, Central Monrovia, and during the afternoon hours and that of the evening hours, all road leads back to the various destinations. But quite frankly, let me also say this. Many thanks to the police. We're continuing to give a heads up to them for the job well done. They are extreme in the situation where they put in their best and they are putting in their best. So we need to give them a round of applause for what they are doing. Amidst the challenges, there are prospects and gains, right? All is not rosy. That, of course, we know. All is not rosy. But what is interesting here that bulk of what they do is it falls within the professional standards worldwide. Yeah. Bulk of what they do falls in the professional standards worldwide. So we want to say thanks to the RG and his team. Just a little update from the police. On yesterday, there was a memorandum of understanding signed between the Liberia National Police and that of Cottington University. That was quite a commendable one. The officers wearing a uniform, that doesn't mean that you cannot improve yourself academically, right? So we will give you some updates as it relates to yesterday's activity there at Cottington University, where a memorandum of understanding was signed between the Liberia National Police and that of Cottington University. We'll be giving you some speeches that went on there yesterday. All right, we'll be playing that for you. So let us look at our vehicular traffic movement. For those of you coming from the Bourgeois Island area, we know that the road construction is ongoing. So there are times certain areas you find it difficult. You find the hitches in the traffic because the road is not yet completed. The guys are working. We say thanks to the Public Work Ministry. We say thanks to all those that are working in line to see that our country be developed. We say good morning to the president and his entire team as we look forward to a very, very developed Liberia through your leadership. So the traffic from the Bourgeois Island area, for those of you who want to actually have access to the Painesville corridors, even going as far as the Mount Barkley area, all you need to do not stress yourself, get involved. As you get around the Douala area, there's a road that leads from Douala straight towards the how you call this area, the Cowell Bridge. And that road also take you to Lockingtown. So when you get at the Cowell Bridge area, drive through Cowell and get to Dixville. Dixville going to give you access to Quebec. Quebec going to give you access to the Bartonsville, Johnsonville area. Johnsonville going to give you access to Pipeline. Pipeline will give you access to the Painesville Bell and even giving you access to go as far as where you have the Mount Barkley end. You see that? So that tells you you cannot, it is not mandatory or it is not an issue that you have to use the main Japanese freeway before you have access to Painesville or you have access to other parts of Monrovia through that route. No, you can use other routes like we are displaying here this morning. That's why we always say it is important that we have road constructed in all of our little areas because it helps to actually get people connected as fast as they can to areas that they want to have access to. So let's move. For those of you coming from the Kakata way, you can also use that route to have access to Bourgeois Island. That's very simple. Now, fast forward. When you pass the Lockingtown area and you want to have access, looking at the way the traffic is, sometimes it gets so tense around the Freeport area. So when you get around the Bidiman area, just drive to Bidiman. Bidiman going to take you off for Jamaica Road. When you get around the Jamaica Road area, you drive upward like you are going towards the Freeport. There's a turn. Use that route to have access to the Doe community area. Doe community going to drive you through Claratown. Claratown going to give you access to Vartan. Very simple, without you having a screen between the corridors of LPRC and that of the Freeport area. No, you won't have access to those areas. You can bypass those areas. But mind you, when you are using that route, as soon as you get to the the Dole community area. Note that it is a densely populated area, and that area is a residential area. So you know, as a driver, you need to drive at a, a speed limit of 10 to 20 kilometer per hour. Yes, that area is densely populated, and you have kids just roaming around, and so to avoid yourself getting into trouble this morning or whatever day you try to use that route, do not use speed 20-30 kilometers per hour in those areas. Fine. If you are using the main route, have at the back of your mind there will be some little hitches around the Clarendon area there, around the Valentine area before having access to the Gabriel Tucker Bridge. That's just about that. So let's move forward. For those of you coming from the Gatineausville area and you want to have access to those areas that I just talked about, when you get around the Dole community area, just drive through Dole community. It will also give you access to other areas like the Clarendon, the Valtown areas that I just mentioned. So let us go to those that are coming from the Roberts International Airport. You are driving and you want to have access to red light. There's no need of you driving through the main route to get as far as the SKD Sport Complex before you get to ELW Junction and head on towards red light. No. When you get around the rehab area, just drive through. There are two ways that you can use, but preferably you can use the back of former President Weah resident. That road gonna take you as far as the Zeze Community Road. Is it the Zeze Community Road? Yeah. So when not Zeze Community Road, but the rehab, the deeper part of the rehab, it's gonna drive you as far as SD, not SD Cooper Road, but GSA Road. When you pass around the GSA Road gonna give you access to Dupo Road. When you get in Dupo Road, drive up like you're going towards the Junction Way. As soon as you pass the Connex gas station there, just branch on or you make a turn on your left or your right. If you are right-handed, make a turn on your right. It's going to give you access to red light. All right, through the Zizi community and other parts there. Now, if you still want to use the main road, but you are headed towards town, that's quite interesting. All you do is when you get around the SKD Sports Complex area there, the right to play field, there's a road that leads straight up to the Congo Town back road. That road is the Marco Pakla Francis Road. That road take you up as far as the health ministry. The health ministry, behind the health ministry there, it gave you access to get towards the main 540 Congo Town back road intersection there. That's all about that. That means you will actually bypass the traffic congestion along the corridors, the SD Cooper Road Junction, the Boulevard Junction, all those areas, you will bypass them. Driving through. If you still want to use by way of the SD Cooper Road, the ERW Road, whatever it is, have at the back of your mind that there will be little pockets of traffic along that route, and it builds up for the Boulevard Junction. Boulevard Junction going to take you up as far as the 540 area. The 540 area, when you reach around there, as soon as you pass the 540 junction, you're going to have a little relief in the traffic where you can move 30 kilometers or 40 kilometers per hour driving through. Getting around the, not Vamuman, but the Nigeria House area, know that there will be a little slow in the traffic around that area because there are people coming from the old road getting on the main Tottenham Boulevard. So the police are always there making sure that they direct the traffic to have a free flow of the traffic. All right. So when you pass that end, you start to experience little thickness in the traffic around the Philadelphia area. Sometimes it takes you as far as the Catholic Junction, Catholic Junction specifically builds up in congestion, the traffic congestion. It's going to take you up as far as the Old Road Junction, where you have the fish market corridor. That area going to lead you to Vamuma. When you pass Vamuma, you drive upward. As soon as you get around the Lucky Pharmacy area, the police are always there. Sometimes, most of the days, you will have them giving you a detour to drive through the Fiamma area there to have access to the avenue in Sincor. So you can use the avenue to get on Jalatan Road. Head on, you are on the bypass. But mind you, when you are using the avenue, when you get around the 10th Street area, there is no access for you to come up to the main Tottenham Boulevard. No. There's no access for you to come up to the main Tottenham Boulevard. There's no access there because you have a blockage or checkpoint placed there. So, and that's something I've observed because it's right before me here, and I want to say this. In other countries, when the security apparatus gave an instruction, when they gave an instruction, we adhere to these instructions. But when it comes to our own country, when we come back and we do not love to adhere to these rules and regulations that governs the movement of our daily activities, the police, in their wisdom, have strategized to do what they find themselves doing by putting these kind of blockage to certain areas and allowing you to have a detour. I have come to realize, now let me say to the police, you place the blockage on the 10th Street corridor in on the avenue here in 10th on 10th Street rather. Please, you must have an assigned officer. We've noticed that you only place the checkpoint there. There is no assigned officer because, mind you, those drivers, what they normally do, you said with your instruction that is on the inscription on the checkpoint there, it says no entry, detour. So these people, these drivers, are becoming so adamant to adhere to the regulations that you put in place. So when they reach around that area, they will drag the checkpoint so that they have access to pass, and they leave it just as it is. And others who are not willing to adhere, they also follow suit. So you need to have officers assigned at that intersection. The intersection needs officer. Don't just put the checkpoint there and abandon it, because the abandonment of the checkpoint will cause a serious break in the chain that you have created so that we have free flow of traffic. So the 10th Street area is one of those areas that you need to have your officers assigned, because we need to be law-abiding citizens. Let us stop this kind of violence. Let us stop this kind of violation. When you see an inscription, do not enter, please adhere to it. Yeah. But you will get out from your vehicle, you push the people checkpoint, and then you're moving on. It is wrong. Let us stop that. You cannot go to other countries and do what you find yourself doing to your own officers. We must give them the respect. They know why they put into place that measure. If for any reason they tell you, "Lo, use this route," abide by it. But most of you, when you get to these checkpoints, because the officers are not there, you just dress it, especially on the 10th Street here, and you make your way. You don't care to even place it back. That is wrong. So the traffic along the 9th Street area, for those of you coming from Central Town, When you get around the 9th Street corridor there, they have a detour giving you access to the avenue from the beach side. Yeah, that's how it is. So you find out that at times there are certain days around the 19th Street area, not 19th Street, but 20th Street area, there's a detour. Around the 18th Street area, there's a detour. You cannot use the main Tottenham Boulevard. So let us please adhere to these kinds of restriction or regulations that governs the traffic flow. All right. Let me say to my motorcyclists, good morning to you guys. You are wonderful. It is the means through which you get your daily bread. It is the means through which you get your livelihood sustained. It is on you as individual and as a team. You've been placed on a restriction. And this restriction have gone a couple of months now. And we've noticed that most of you try to adhere to these regulations. And that's what I love about us Liberians. We're quick to adapt ourselves to issues. But you find out that there are some guys who are very adamant, who are very violent in their posture, in their dealings. So they want to violate. And let me say to you, do not be used as a tool to instill violence, because anything that sparks out, you are at the center point of it. You will get the first feedback. So if you allow yourself to be used for little or nothing by a politician, and you put yourself at harm's way, you say, I will get it. I will put my bag there. Some of you are not wearing helmet. You are not wearing safety gears. The reflective jacket, all the thing there. No footwear. You wear slippers. You get on the road. Woo! You say, man, put him there going racket. And then one come out hating. You have that negative mindset. And then when you come in contact with the police, what you have built up in your mind is what you want to implement. I say to you, my friend, you are very young. You have a long way to go. Do not be used as a tool to instill violence. Be law abiding. The reason why the police put out these measures, though you say, oh, we rest our back. We want to make money. Yes, it is good that you want to make money. That's true. But did you know it was based on the same violence that some of your friends who don't even know how to care about issues or express themselves talk to the street just from an incident along the Johnson Street area? They vandalized police depots. They went all over breaking checkpoints. This have led to the highness in the restriction. You had a point wherein there was this little freedom given you, in as much you have all of your documentation, you got your helmet, you got your how to call it, reflective jacket, all the kind of stuff. You could fly the streets, right? But since your guys came up with that violent posture, you've been restricted. And based on the restriction, we know that we have seen a reduction in the crime rate, where people will be standing on the road and then somebody just jogging around the Cinco area, though it is still happening, but it has reduced to a very, 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 very low rate. Yeah. Unlike around the Gardnersville area, around those areas that you still have motorcycles using the main routes. And I want to advise you, the motorcyclists, They say one apple spoil the entire batch of apples. If you continue to allow yourselves, to be put at harm's way, in a sense where you know that criminals are among you and you know them for real, if you sit there tight-lipped and don't get them booted out of your system, it becomes a problem for all of you. It becomes a problem for all of you, because when these measures are put into place now, the criminals, what they normally do now, they wake up late night to ride a bike, to do their criminal activity. And you are depending on the riding of the motorcycle to get food on your table, to sponsor your family. So because of them and their actions, you all are bearing the full weight of the restriction. You seeing it? So it is advisable that you guys root out the negative ones from amongst you. And there are ways in which you can also do it. Every block, like if you are in the Pinsville area, right? Pinsville is one of the largest cities in Liberia. So for those of you in the Pinsville area, the various blocks. So you have those for instance, the Pinsville begins from where we have this car wash. The entire block from the car wash, they're going to ERW Junction there. There where Pinsville begins from. All of you around that corridor, you must have a collar, or you can have a collar. That collar represents your community or your motorcyclist union from that end. The people from the Duper Road to the red light area should have their own color. So just like that, because Pinsville goes as far as around the Arrowtooth area, there are intersection there. There where Pinsville ends. So if you can put yourself in the range of coloring, it will help you to know or to differentiate the other group from the other group. So anyone who rides in that area without your color, and for instance, if they carry on anything like crime, you guys will know where the person came from. That's another easy way. So it is my own recommendation to the Motorcyclist Union. That's a very easy way to detect criminals from amongst you. If you can take up your time to go and register your bike, you must also take up the time to maintain your space given you. And how do you maintain your space? It's by you doing the needful, like what we are recommending to you. So with that being said, we will conclude on the traffic update and move on to our next talking point. Like I told you, we will be providing some basic information relating to yesterday's memorandum of understanding between the Liberia National Police and that of the Cottington University. So let me see if I can get my hands on that while we make our way. So let's get this commercial commitment. Our commercial commitment is next. Following our commercial commitment, when we come back, we'll be playing you speeches from yesterday's activity, the memorandum of understanding that was actually held at the Cottington University.
Support! We foster win. Every win is yours. Own it. The Mama Community League is back, and this time it's about on the field and love in the stands. 16 communities will battle for a grand prize of 300,000 Liberian dollars, while the second place team will walk away with 200,000 Liberian dollars and third place 100,000 Liberian dollars. From Jacobstown to Logantown, Bonneville to Clear Street, Kingrave to Newcretown, Simple Bridge to West Point, or Road to Congotown, Kingrave to Bangmatown. Oh my oh, Pape oh, my crowd born oh, oh my real junior, they lead it for y'all. Come and support your community, yeah? This is more than football. It's pride, it's passion, it's power. The People's League, Mama Community League is here. So come out, wear your jersey, bring the drums, cheer the loudest, and support your community. The Momo Community League is for the people. Powered by Lone Star South MTN and the Liberian Football Association. Yeah, I guess you need a little extra cash for those unexpected expenses. Introducing Momo Loan, your quick and easy solution to financial freedom. Momo Loan is your cash flow, extra cash when you need it, offering users quick financial support for things that truly matters. It's simple. First, you gotta register. Just dial *156 *5# star and select extra cash. And remember, with Momo Loan, we are not just giving you cash, we are empowering you with knowledge for a better financial future. Momo Loan is your cash flow, extra cash when you need it. Let's go. So don't wait. Get started today and take control of your finances with Momo Loan. Momo Loan, extra cash for the things that matter.
This is the Positive Show right here on Love FM 105.1. We just received a very sad news. It's been alleged that 3 kids left in a fire incident in the Matadi area. We just got that information that 3 kids allegedly left in a fire incident where a house caught a fire and burned to ashes. And we've been told allegedly that these kids left in the fire. But how be it, we say our deepest condolences to the people of Matadi and to the bereaved family. It's so saddening that Matadi is about to be lit, and wherein the celebration of the One Matadi Festival is in sight, and receiving these kinds of bad news from the Matadi area. We say to the family our deepest condolences. All right. So we told you we're going to provide you information from the Cottington University. So let us bring you the IG of the Liberia National Police, Colonel Gregor Coleman, as he provided details surrounding their presence there at the Cottington University.
It's an incubator to develop the next set of future leaders within the security sector of the country.
So, how many officers are we talking about?
So, for now, the startup, we have 20 scholarship given by Platinum, full scholarship. So, the only thing we will be paying will be the fees that's attached per semester. And then there's another 20 that will be new students that will collect from all over the country, those who are desirous of becoming police officers, that have the academic background. So we go to schools and look for those who are the best brains, from Riverside, Maryland, all over the country, and bring them together. 20 young people at a time. We're renovating a dormitory here that has been given to us by Platinum. We're also building a teaching depot. The depot will be there to handle cases just how normal police depots handle cases, but the students will be in there to learn. We're bringing this initiative will be led by the Liberia National Police Training. And one thing to note that the Liberia National Police Training Academy is not just for the National Police, it's the National Security Training Institute. We're responsible for training all of the state security, excluding the military. But if the military ever need the facilities available as well. So this is just a startup. In this model that we're rolling out, we're going to have a fire station attached to the police station. There will be a fire truck here. All of the officers who will be recruited at this point in time for this program will be trained as firefighters and as police officers as well. So in addition to them being schooling here, if there's any call for fire anywhere in this area, they will be responding, going there as well, serving the people. So I mean, it's a win-win. It's a win for the community. It's a win for the security sector, and it's a win for Liberia in general.
I would like to know how it is the selection data
So
recruitment process be carried out.
okay, her first, and then we're depending on our HR department. We have HR representatives in all of the counties. We'll be engaging with the superintendent, will be the local government officials there, the district education officers, to be able to identify those with the best grades in those areas who are willing. Because the first thing, this thing is passion driven. Most times people come here because they're looking for a job and they're looking for opportunity to advance themselves. So those who are passion driven towards law enforcement to take on the initiative, and they will be collected from all the counties, they will be tested, they will be vetted, and once accepted into the program, I mean, because if we're going to be running you through this, you assign a 5 years commitment that after you graduate for your BSc, you can serve the police for up to 5 years. If you choose to do something else, you go ahead and do it. If you want to continue your pathway, it's there for you. You're already a police officer. So I mean, that's how it's going to be designed. And the vetting process, I mean, for the police internally, this is going to be for officers between ages 18 to 30. We stay arguing here. What I'm saying 30, or the other group saying 35. So we cut on from 18 to 35 for now to benefit from this project, but I'm leaning more towards 18 to 30 because we want to invest in those who can give more. And the justification that they're giving for the 35, they say if you were giving a 5 years commitment from 35, I can still give my 5 years to the police. So we're still around there, but it might just be 18 to 35 years old. And it will be those who are academically strong. You're not coming here, we're not asking Cotton On to change the rubric. Whatever is set for any student who attends here is the same level you will have to be able to encounter. The program is designed as such that the officers will come, they will go to regular classes. After classes, they go back to the depot where the academy is going to have instructors here to teach the general policing. So, like for those who were bringing in, who are civilians right now, within the first 2 years, right after they complete their full general policing, the physical, everything which will be done right here on campus, they will be enlisted as police officer and placed on government payroll. We've reached out to the the Department of Criminal Justice here. All of those who are in the criminal justice program here right now, who are desirous of becoming police officers as well, we will give them an opportunity to join the general policing training. And once they complete it, they too will be enlisted as police officers. So you could start from here within 2 years while you're completing. You already own government paper, you're working because you're going to be working either one of the depots and stuff around here.
However, I heard a mention of other counties, the possibility of rolling this out to other counties. How soon are we looking forward to that, and what are some specific institutions?
So conversations are ongoing with Tottenham University and AME University at the moment. The programs will be hyper local because I mean, if Monrovia design cannot be like this because it's a little different. So we're still working on the design of those programs, but I think we've gone a long way. There's some commitments from both universities already to absorb some of our students.
So you heard the RG there talking about programs there at the Cottington University. So it was wonderful that a memorandum of understanding was actually signed between the Cottington University and that of the Liberia National Police. You see, the police is actually a force for good, a force for transformation. You cannot say you are an officer and you just on the officer thing. You cannot go to school. So that tells you you can be in the force and at the same time empowering yourself academically. You seen it? So that tells you how professional driven the authority of the Liberia National Police have become. Back in the days where you have people restricting you when you're doing the police where you might not go to school. No. We are in the modern age. You can be in the force, whatever force, whether you're in the DA, you're in the police, you're in the army, you can still go to school. You can build your capacity. Yeah. So many thanks to the IG and his team for the farsightedness, and we appreciate them so highly for this kind of venture. It's also good. It's very, very, very good for all of us. So at the same time, on yesterday, um, let me get this quickly for you. Okay, let me get this one. So let us fast forward, getting to our topic on the discussion today. We made mention that we were going to bring to your attention the issue that has to do with parent to child relationship. Yes, it is good. We've noticed that most of us parents, we are not playing our parental roles, all because we say, oh, the economy is very difficult. Parents are not jobbing. So at the end result, the things that you should be doing as a parent is what your child is not doing. So it is the opposite. The child have now turned out to be the parent, and you, the parent, have now turned out to be the child because that child is catering to your needs and wants at a tender age. At a tender age, like I said, I saw it on yesterday. It was very sad to have received such an information or seen on the internet that an instructor from the Gibson school there was in an affair with one of the students. Allegedly, we love to use that word because the facts are not provided to us. Allegedly in an affair with one of the students who is or who was a teenager, as it is quoted, 17 years old. And this 17 years old child got impregnated by this instructor, allegedly. And as the story goes, there was an attempt made to abort the pregnancy, and that, quote unquote, may have led to the death of this child. So, I'm not going to delve into that. What I'm going to look at this morning is the role played by parents nowadays in the lives of their children. That's how I always say to my own. We as parents, we need to be very, very sensitive nowadays when it comes to the dealings of our children. Our children get associated with people. We do not get to scrutinize or to know who they are associating with. We just allow them nowadays to have their own way. And this is something that is causing a very serious problem in our society. That's why it had also led to a lot of young kids now getting into the streets, especially our girls' children, as well as the boys, mingling up with bad friends, getting to take in substances. You are not monitoring your child. You just pay the school fees. Or it's interesting. We are providing knowledge there at the university. So we encounter these kinds of things. Many a times when I go to the business office, sit there to see how things go on there. It was interesting to know that parents will give the children, say, oh yeah, my child is matured, now let him go pay your own school fee, let her go pay your own school fee. It was interesting to know that some of these children will get engaged with criminal activities. They get in cahoots with some of their friends who will tell them, man, pay 50% and pay 50% of the school fee. I guess on a way that we can do it so that we bypass the people system. You see that? You the parent, all you know, you finish getting the man the school fee to go pay. That child, most of them will not even go to school. At the end of the semester, what they will do, they will go up to this place here, the World Trade Center, and face fake grade sheets. Give it to you with top grades so that you'll be able to pay whatever fees again. And that happened. I mean, we came across a story like that. I will not name the university, but this old man have been paying school fees for his son. Pay the school fee for that son completely so that he goes to school. And this old man has sight problem, yeah. He's literally getting blind. So the know picking and do the man just go to the ma, he quasi the man quasi the ma and carry fake documents to the old man. So this day, the old man, when school was actually about to open, the old man said, "Let go. I want to go see how things are at your school. I want to go check." 3 semesters the boy not in, but the boy been giving a grade sheet to the baby that ain't going to school. You see that? 3 semesters. The man I attend you, but he carrying grade sheet. So the guys who are in the tech area, yes, you know that is a means that you are making money, but you're not helping the society. These kinds of things, there must be a restriction and there must be a clamp down on these kinds of fraudulent acts. Those who get involved is a crime, and this crime there must be a clamp down on this crime. So the woman broke down. You've been providing receipt and all that he paid the money, that he in school, only to find out, to check the school system. The man have been out of school for 3 semesters. You see it? So this morning, we want to talk about understanding parent-to-child relationship. Building a strong parent-to-child relationship is essential for our dispensation. It is so emotional. It is so much rewarding. But we must understand it also helps to build the child to be a responsible person for future use. That relationship you are building for the child or building with the child, it serves as a foundation for trust, security, and that level of love. So we will take you through some thematic areas as a parent, what you need to do and what you are not to do. Why you need to build that positive relationship with your child or children. It is important for you to know this. Positive relationship building between parent and children are crucial in our dispensation because it helps children to understand their environment and develop essential life skills. Children who feel loved and secure are more likely to explore their surrounding confidently, leading to a better learning outcomes. And it will interest you to also know that research have indicated that children with strong parental bonds tend to perform better academically and socially, demonstrating higher self-esteem and resilience in facing challenges. We are talking about on the larger scale. You see, some children, they are self-read. Some adults now, they read themselves. There was no attention from their parents. So things that they should have benefited from, the parental care, that love they should have gotten from the parents, they did not. So they do not have that kind of feelings, parental feelings. So they operate in a very harsh environment. Comparing them, that kind of child, to a child who grew up on our parental care. For some of us, blessed be the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who at all times is at our core. And he helped some of us to keep our parents alive until we got mature. And I miss my mama so much. She was one person, regardless of your age, she always sought for you to do the right thing. Even when you are missing your steps, she called you and and checkmate you and put you on the right track. It was not just about herself, only her children. No, everyone who crossed her path, every child who crossed her path, she made an impact in their lives. So, a key component of effective parent to child relationship. Quality time. Some of us, we work ourselves out all day. There's no time for our children. We don't have time for our children. And for me, this is one of the areas that I see myself as a shortcoming in that area. I have a shortcoming in that area because the children need more time, though they are not with me, but weekends, there are times in which I get them and, we have some time out. I need to increase that. Yes. So spending quality time together is a fundamental in fostering a positive relationship with your child or children. Engaging in activities that both the parent and child enjoy can strengthen their bonds. This could be as simple as playing games, reading together, or having meaningful conversations during meal. Yeah. But every time I go around my picking, the man feel, I see that happiness, I feel that, he wants it more. But the dispensation we find ourselves, somebody will say, but you are around out there, how will you get? No, well, we need to find time for our children. On a serious note, we need to have time with them. When we are around them, it gives them more energy. It gives them that level of growth. It gave them that level of happiness. Here is a child who do not have a parent, and there is another child who parents are still alive. For every time this child who doesn't have a parent sees his colleague, or when they are lecturing, that person always referring to his or her parent, it breaks them down emotionally. It only takes the grace of God for the child to grow up and become a useful citizens for society. So we talk about quality time. Another aspect for effective parent to child relationship has to do with effective communication. How well do we communicate with our children? Now, how well do we communicate with our children? We must be able to open a line of vital communication. It is very vital. Most especially our girls' children. Nowadays, because we the parent, we are not paying attention to our children. Our children are going outside now to seek that counsel that they need. So let me squarely say, with the situation that is at hand, one can say that child never had that mother or that parent to child conversation where the child was free to express herself on issues that is bothering her. So she had to seek counsel from outsider that led her to take in a substance that took away her life today. This is something that parents need to get drawn to understand. The children are now growing up. They are fast growing. For me, I have a 14-year-old daughter. I always tell her, look, this is this. This is that. This is the effect when you get involved with this. And thank God for who he is in my life and continue to sustain me and my kids. My daughter, she loves her book business. The woman says she want to be a doctor in the military. Can you imagine that? My daughter says she want to be military doctor. Yeah. So the kinds of friends that they align themselves with, it has an impact in their life. Who is that friend that your child is always mingling up with? What is the character of that child that your daughter or your son is mingling up with? Is this person serious for their lesson? Is this person in the line of education, or they just love pleasure business? Because they say, show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. Birds of the same feather flock together. So if you have a child that is mingling up with another child who doesn't have value for education, who doesn't love to get involved with academic activities, definitely that child of yours will adapt that kind of system or that kind of attitude. So it is always good for us to open a line of communication between our children and ourselves. Not everything you shout at the child. Sometimes call the child. You have a frank conversation, especially you mothers. It is your buying duty to sit with your girl's children, to sit with your girl child, and give her the do's and don'ts. The mistakes that you made while you were growing up, some of you never had the opportunity to sit with your parents. Now that you are a parent, you must create that enabling environment for your child. That's why you see bulk of our children are going astray today, because there is no effective communication. There's no time given them. The child has a burning issue, but because of your harshness to him or her, they prefer going outside to have conversation with people than even coming to you, the parent. So as a parent, you must create that enabling environment so that your child, if even her hair hurts or her hair hurts, it must be able to let you know, because you have built that relationship. Say, feel free to tell me whatever it is. That child will be open to you. That child will be able to express, because the children go out and meet friends, even at school. And sometimes while you are at work, they have friends in the community that are very influential. The social media is another aspect. The children are now getting connected to people that they are not even having a knowledge who they are. So these people carry on what we call an effective communication skills with that child to brainwash that child. That's why you see most of your children now, they are disrespecting you in the home. Some of them are even at the age of 15, 16, 17, 18. They want to go and live on their own now because they've been brainwashed by these bad folks out there. Let their 19 or 18-year-old daughter growing up good, or 15-year-old daughter growing up, one old man who doesn't have respect for himself. Oh, I want you to be my Jew, and you can leave your parent home. I will rent your room. I will rent you your apartment and all those kind of things. It is happening now. So that thing gets into the head of that child. So that child becomes so adamant to your training. That child gets so much bitter being under your roof. So he or she gets out there. The first thing is that They get her own apartment now because she have gotten used to money. Have people inducing her with money, so she feel that she have reached the age, but she lacks maturity. You see it? So if you as a parent, you were having that effective communication with that child, making that child to understand the do's and don'ts of life, he or she, if even they come across somebody who has a negative mindset and want to infuse that negativity in that child will already know that, hey, come on, I'm aware that there will be bad people out there, so I need to take precaution and do not align myself with bad people, because you have so much of bad apples out there, and their friends are very, very much influential. These friends are very influential. Look at it. Ain't see me, I finish buying my weed. Ain't see me, I finish buying my the other thing. Oh, the other bunch I bought it, my gopa. So she gets so tempted now and start to create love for the things that her friend is doing. She gets into main business. If this is a boy, he get himself into, if his friend is a drug seller, he choosing to be selling drugs too. So that's how it is. That's how the pattern of our society is turning out to be now. Because we are not creating an enabling environment for our children, encouraging the children to express themselves freely, to know their thoughts and feelings. They are valued. If you make that child to feel deep value, so anyone outside who comes in their life or come in their space, try to make them feel that they are important, it is where their attention going to be. So you as a parent, you need to create that environment. Not everything you shout at the child. Not everything you shun the child. No. You need to create an environment where the child will be able to express himself in a very moderate way, in a respectable manner. That child will be able to tell you things that he or she is bothered by. Before some of us, we were growing up, we had the opportunity that when we go to school and we are not looking too good, our participation in class, our participation in amongst our friends is so dim. People will reach out to us. Instructors were all curious to know, why? I know you to be this active kind of person. What's going on? But nowadays in our schools, we don't have these things. Guiding counselors, peer counselors, they no longer. Like my mom used to say, it takes a woman to born a child, but it takes everyone to bring up that child in the right way for societal use. Nowadays, when people try to instill discipline, the same parent, why you beat my child for? Come on. Dare you back in the days, right, to use profane language while elderly people around, even amongst your peers, the first thing your friend will tell you, say, oh, now you causing I won't tell a man. That fear will get into you. You be afraid. But I beg you back, I will give you some array, but we'll eat together. You know, because you don't want your complaint to go to your parent that you have misbehaved. So what you do there, you always be willing to submit. Say, hey, sorry, I will not do it again. But nowadays, when you tell the child, look, oh, are you causing? But move. I won't tell my man. But go tell my man. What should I do to me? There's no level of training. The fear for restriction and all the things is no longer there. But go tell my man. My man said again cost. Again cost. So you must be, as a parent, you must be careful how you go about dealing around your children. Make sure to create an enabling environment that you have a perfect communication with them, so they'll be free, especially you who have, for some of them who have the girls' children, yes, to nurture them, to bring them all in a modest way. And one of the things you can groom your children, train them in the things of God. Always pray for your children. That's why I always pray in my little weak ways. My children should not come across bad friends, because the devil is roaming like a rolling lion. Some of you fail to understand this. If the devil cannot get hold of you, he starts to attack your children. That's why most of you, your children, you are in the church. Oh, hallelujah, amen. But your children are wayward. You know why? Because the devil cannot take hold of you, so he goes to your children. And because you are not built that wall or that hedge of protection over your children, and build that relationship with them, that whenever they are faced with situation, they can relate to you. So the devil take hold of that and start to use that child to weaken you. So let us understand this. Another point I want us to understand here: affection and appreciation. How many of us do show our children affection? How many of us, when our children go about doing the right thing, we appreciate them? How many of us? So affection and appreciation is very important. It's one of those components as we go about talking about the parent-to-child relationship. Affection and appreciation is very vital. Regularly express love through words and actions, reinforcing a child's sense of security. Simple gesture like hugs. When was the last time you hugged your child? When was the last time you held your child in your arms? Oh, my daughter, yeah, I love you, baby. Thank you so much. You're doing well. When was the last time you did it? Giving that child a hug, or you giving that child a verbal affirmation. We are all guilty, right? We don't do these things as often as we should. It is very significant for us to do that, because it makes an impact in the child's life. It builds that emotional well-being for them. Celebrating the child's achievement is very important, no matter how small. Just by you appreciating that child for what he or she has done, it gave them the energy. Say, this small thing I do, my mom pressing me that day, I think I will work out to do more. And as she should carry on the good work, that's how you increase the appreciation. That child will start to develop that sense of belonging. All right? That child will definitely develop that sense of belonging. Another thing I want to bring to your attention, it has to do with setting boundaries. There are some of us parents who do not have boundaries. We do not set boundaries. We do not set those rules that should govern our child or our children interactions. We need to set boundaries. We need to establishing clear rules helps children to understand expectations and foster a sense of security. My man, you have not reached the stage yet to have this phone or to have an iPhone. So please study your lesson, and I will see what I can do. And one of the things, you do not practice with the children to lie to them. When you lie, if you know that you're not able to do something, don't tell the child you will do it. If you tell the child that you're going to do it and you're done, that child starts to lose respect for you as a parent. That child starts to lose respect for you. So let's learn this today. Learn it. So setting up boundaries, establishing clear rules helps the children to understand expectations and foster a sense of security. Consistent enforcement of these boundaries teaches responsibility while allowing for age-appropriate independence. This is it. I said it initially, and I'm emphasizing age independence. Nobody say you should be too high on the child. But there must be some restriction. Let that child know that he or she have not reached the age yet to be independent in a sense that he can live on his own or she can live on her own. No, not because she got a little better boy in her chest and her buttock is growing and she's growing like a one fat-shaded monkey. That means she has reached the age now to go live on her own. No, don't put that in the child's ear. That child is not mature yet. Is that child working to sustain herself? No. How do you think that child is going to sustain herself? It's by prostitution. Because she's going to maintain herself. She's going to get involved into prostitution, sleeping from one man to the other to maintain and pay her rent. Oh yeah, she's going to get involved with prostitution to pay the rent and let this old man who tells her, "No, I will sponsor you. I'll pay your rent. I'll go find an apartment." She go find an apartment. She move in. 100. Come on, this is where I don't know. You are not working. Someone tells you, "I'll find an apartment for you." Go to, if you, in terms of acceptance, look for the one that if even the person is not able again or will not want to do again, you can at least turn around to make it work for yourself. They may go find $300 per month apartment for you. So 300 times 12, you pay 1 year rent. The man pay 1 year rent for you. Let me see. For those of you who are mathematicians, that's the calculation. 300 times 12. 3,600 per year. That's 3,600 per year. Where you getting it from? You working? You go tell yourself, you get in that kind of apartment. Before, maybe the man was in government, you were working in government, oh, the money was coming. So he never cared. Now that he's out of government, he cannot have that cash at his disposal any longer. So what he does is that he abstains himself from you. He no longer want you to come across him again. Yeah, he want you in his space because he's not able to maintain that rent of yours, that rental fee of yours. So he brings about all kind of critical things so that he gets you off the page. So you that started living in $300 apartment now, where are you going? The people went, the 1 year you pay for, it almost finished. Then you come and go look for your $50 room or your $40 room. So it's better for you to take life gradually. Don't go way up, then you can't die again. No. Start from a little, and when the maturity stage reaches, everything will fall into place. Some of you, in this town, you get most of the young kids, most of them, they are 5, 6, 7 in one room. They only wait for night to come. All of them, they go out. That room they finish renting, so teenagers, so that room they finish renting, so it's only there for their clothes, and that one person among them will always sleep in that room. But all the other 5 or the other 6 will find time at all costs to go and sleep with some kind of man. You seen it? You see the kind of danger you've put yourself in as a child? You see the danger? Jackson C. Pony Jr., thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your following. You have placed yourself in harm's way. You are not mature to maintain that status. You just jump into it. So at the end of the day, you will become a sex tool to maintain the status that you have placed yourself into. So you need to be very careful. Parents, you need to build that parent-to-child relationship so that your children cannot get in harm's way with what we've been talking about. So that they should get to a point where they will have an appropriate age independence. Because now you be, you can go on your own now, man. You be now. Stop putting those words in the child ear. It's wrong. Being present. Let us understand. Being present is another thing. Is another component to a parent to child relationship. Being present. Parents should strive to be in the moment with their children by minimizing distraction during interaction. This means putting away devices during family time to ensure full attention is given to each other. Let's say, for instance, there is this family gathering. You and the children went out to have some fun. This is something that is even bothering even we, the adults. You and your friends can go to a gathering. Everybody will be on the phone. Then what's the essence of you having a gathering? When no one wants to pay attention, everybody's attention wants to be on the phone. The people that are a million miles away from you, those are the people that you are connected to emotionally. But the people that are right before you, the intent of that gathering was for you to share fun and have that livelihood. But you're just saying now, you just on your phone. You're just on the phone. All of you just on the phone. So the purpose of your gathering will not be met. Likewise, do the parent. When you're having a time with the children, put aside all other things so that you have a deeper interaction. The more you have communication with the child or children, it gets you to the point to understand what they are going through. It gets you to the point to understand the dealings of the child, how that child mind is developing. But whole day you're on the phone. You're on the phone. How will you know that this child is being bothered by something? Something is playing on the child. You see the child failing. Look at you, you too dull. No, that child is not dull. That child just needs an attention. No one is dull. If that child is getting the attention that is needed, he or she will improve in their lesson. Emotionally, you are abusing that child. Physically, you are abusing the child. So let us learn these things as parents. We are full contributors to the things that our children are now involved with. The society has its own part to play in it. We, the parents, will have our own part to play in it. We are solely responsible for what our children are getting themselves involved with because we do not have that adequate time for them. We do not create that set boundaries. We do not actually have a time to examine and have that fun with them. No, we don't. And another thing I want to bring to your attention. Encouraging exploration. Allowing children to lead, play, or make choices foster independence while showing them that their opinions matters. The approach not only builds confidence, but also strengthens the parent-child bond. Like in the house, let the child be able to develop that sense of independence in a sense that make her to understand that he needs to clean the house. He needs to, like for instance, if you have 2 to 3 kids, the elderly one, make him to understand that he needs to pay attention to the others so that they do their work. Give him the authority. Say, look, make sure that Johnny take bath before he eat his food. That child will grow up with that level of independence and self-care, knowing that authority has been given him over his younger siblings or over her younger siblings. So that level of independence, that level of professionalism will start to grow up with that child. And lastly, just to understand that nurturing trust. How many of us do have trust in our children? Trust develops when parents consistently meet their children's needs be it emotional support or physical care. Create a safe environment where children feel secure enough to explore the world around them. You know me, and I get it, and we pull, and come on, in your little wee way, in that little thing that you can lay your hands on, you can gain that independence. You can develop that child to be self-reliant as a parent. So if you are faced with these challenges, I want you to understand there are a few things that you need to do. Say, I have provided all of these things, but the child don't want to. The children just want to be self. The child want to be doing things on their own. These are things that comes. They say, train up a child in a way he or she grows. When they get older, will never depart from it. So to overcome these challenges, these are things that you need to do. Parents often face challenges such as balancing authority with friendship or managing communication barriers due to different developmental stages in the child's life. To navigate these challenges, one, as a parent, you need to be patient. It will not just happen. Jumbo will not just start to do the thing you want him to do immediately. No, it takes time. So you need to be patient. And in your patience, you must understand that building a strong relationship takes time. It can't just happen overnight. It takes time. So you must be patient. Another aspect to overcome the challenges with your children, you need to adapt your approach. Adapt an approach that you can use to tailor your parental style based on your child's unique personality and needs. You know that child is so consecutive. You know that child is so, outspoken. So you need to get to adapt an approach that will meet up with that child's personality and needs. You see it? Another thing you need to do, you need to seek support when needed. You can bond a child, but it takes everyone, the school, the community, the religious body, and just all about that. Everybody can be a part and parcel of bringing up a child in a responsible manner to make that child a responsible citizen. So seek support when needed. Don't hesitate to reach out for personal or professional guidance if difficulties arises. You don't know it all. So people who you see are catering to the children and the children are coming out good. Go to them. Don't feel so proud. Go to them, man. What's the secret that you use to bring all your children in this form and manner? I really want you to help me. And let that person lay out the rules and regulations or the pattern through which they use to get the children to work. There are some people, they don't have it, but their children are living better lives. They don't have it like that. So you reach, so you meet all of the needs and wants of your children. They don't. But guess what? The children are growing up like some of us. Our parents they were not rich, but by the grace of God, they could afford not all of our needs and our wants, but they put us in the position to understand that such a time, such a condition. So we must adapt to the condition that we are faced with, so that when the time comes, when the good things come, we can elevate, we can actually expand. But at the moment things are tight, let us actually get ourselves adjusted to the time and the condition. Mama, yeah, my friend in there. My friend got iPhone 13 Pro Max. Hey, I want technology. I want technology. You know why you're doing that? Hey, the guy can scream me too, man. No. Make her to understand that you have not reached that level yet. This is what I can afford for you. This is what I can afford for you. So you come here, your friends are who they are. Do you know the background of their parents? The iPhone 13 Pro Max or the 60, you see that girl wearing. You know how she got it? Set them down. That's why the communication is very vital. It's very important for you to have the communication with the children because, mind you, if they get to know the things that surrounds people well, there are some young people, they get themselves involved into all kind of societies and all that kind of thing. So if you see that girl looking shiny or something, you know how she got it. So that's why one thing my mom always used to say to us, and may peace be to her ashes, say, divine, be content with what you have at a particular time. And one of her passages in the Bible that she really used to love, Psalm 91. And another one, Isaiah 60 verse 22. Isaiah 60 verse 22. When the time is right, our God will make it happen. These are words that we should be putting in our children's ears. Let our children grow up knowing God for themselves. And that's my prayer to God for my children. Let them grow up and know God for them. When they have the fear of God, they won't just be ruled by anything that comes their way. Because when that child is faced with difficulties, where she will run? She will read her Bible. She has a place in the Bible that will tell her when the time is right, our God will make it happen. I am the Lord, the God. There's none above me. You see that? So we just let our children loose. So these are steps, these are things as parents we need to do to get our children to be responsible, to be independent. You see that, brother, there? This is where our problem lies. Part of our problem. Liberia, quote unquote, it's a self-rare, it's a self-rare kind of country. You know why? Because we did not gain independence. We did not gain independence correctly. You know how long, for those of you who know the history, you know how long it took us for America to recognize our independence? The America all won't go to today. You know how long it took you for America to recognize you as an independent country? But knowing very well that you have people who came for America, the American Liberian colonists said to colonize you. If they could take such a longer period to recognize you as a nation, that tells you that you were not brought up rightly. That's why you see things are just happening the way they happen. Everybody wants to do their own thing. Foreigners are coming to our nation and benefiting while we are struggling. You must have a covering. You must have a root. But how many of us do this? I mean, come on. Even in our daily family lives. And I read the state now, you're not even mentor. You join up. Yeah. I don't go on my own. You go on your own now. You just like you return like the prodigal son. You think that because you're getting $1 or $2, then you are meant to be on your own. No. Leaving your parents' home, you must live under the blessing. Let them bless you. Let have favor. Go, my son. I bless you. May God guide you. May God keep you from every hurt, harm, and danger. That blessing, let it go with you. You'll see things will start to happen for you. But you just leave the house like that. Because if you be girl, you be boy. Where your parent heart is burning. And you go like that. Things will not be right for you. Let me tell some of y'all now. It will not be right with you. You forcibly gain independent. So if you just join us, this is the Positive Show. We're looking at parent to child relationship. How do we go about this? And what are the do's and don'ts? So if you are listening and wanting to form part of the program, you can call us on 0887 105 105 0778 665 are the numbers to call this morning and form part of the program, The Positive Show. My name is Rufus Divine Cannon. I'm pretty seated Let's go. Let's talk about these things. These are conversations we should be having. Everything politics, politics, politics. No, let us lay aside the politics and look at how our families are going apart, all based on these same politics. You talk politics from morning to night, and your family has a very serious issue. The children are against the parent against the children. We are not looking at that. Or we look at, oh, how the other minister this, the other minister that. So these are conversations you will continue to have from some of us here as we sit on these platforms. Our focus is on when the family is healthy, the output of each member of that family will be at a higher peak. They will be very courageous and will do the right thing. But when the family is at loggerhead, you cannot get anything straight. The man who leaves the family to go and fetch bread for the family, he goes with a heavy heart to that job. He will not get the best performance of that man because his home is not at peace. So we as journalists, we must create the enabling environment to focus on some of these things. And let's leave the politics alone. Let's leave it for a while. Family orientation. 0887-105-105, Our numbers to call this morning and form part of the positive show. Let me say happy birthday to you, Mother Younger King. You celebrate your birthday today. Congratulations to you. I want to wish you all God's blessings as you celebrate your natality. And all those celebrating their birthdays today, we say congratulations to you. Yeah, congratulations. May bon. You're a special kind of people. 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073 are the numbers to call and form part of the program, The Positive Show. I'm going to play you a song done by the Gospel Ambassador, Let the Children Be Children Again. Let me see if I can get that song. Oh, wow, it's not in here. But let us get to hear from you folks. It is important. It is very important that we build our family. When the family is at loggerhead, the performances of each member of that family will be very poor. You don't know? Take, for instance, some of you who just left your homes, where you and your partner, you had a very serious argument, and you're going to work. You think you perform well? You won't. The best of you will not come up because for every time you think about the situation at home, it plays on you. You're trying to find a remedy to it. And it coincides with your job obligation. You will not perform. You make a lot of mistakes because at home there's no peace. The children are going wayward. The parents are against the children. So 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073 are numbers to call this morning and form part of the program, The Positive Show, right here on Love FM 105.1. My name is Rufus. Let's get this commercial commitment to be read by while we await your calls. The lines are open. 0778-665-073, 0887-105-105, or you leave your comments on the live feed as you join us. Just leave your comments there and we will read them out for you.
Support! We fought the win. Every win is yours. Own it. The Mama Community League is back, and this time it's about on the field and love in the stands. 16 communities will battle for a grand prize of 300,000 Liberian dollars, while the second place team will walk away with 200,000 Liberian dollars and third place 100,000 Liberian dollars. From Jacobstown to Logantown, Bannersville to Clear Street, Kingrave to Nucleartown, Simple Bridge to West Point, Old Road to Congotown, Kingrave to Bangatown. Oh my Pape, my Crowd oh my Real Junior, they lead it for y'all. Come and support your community, yeah? This is more than football. It's pride, it's passion, it's power. The People's League, Mama Community League is here. So come out, wear your jersey, bring the drums, cheer the loudest, and support your community. The Momo Community League is for the people, powered by Lone Star South MTN and the Liberian Football Association.
Melonia, I can be Melonia. Melonia, I can be Melonia, I can be.
Well, 1 year, you got food to eat and you say you want to be Melonia. I pick you.
Oh, you know, yeah. Lusa Cell recharge and pump is back again. This time by la money season. Lusa Cell say they make it 10 new Melonia and are forced to be one.
10 Melonia? Can't see that to me, cuckoo, man.
With Lone Star Recharge and Pump It, you can win 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, and for the grand prize, 10 people will win 1 million Liberian dollars each. All you need to do is to reach out whether you scratch cow or Momo and stand a chance to be one of the 10 million.
What? You say I'm a child Recharge? So I can be millionaire too?
Mama, you know I like playing for some money. What do you mean? We're going to start singing. With the Recharge and Pump It campaign, everybody can win. Simply reach out with scratch card or just star 156 star 2 hash with Momo and get points to help you win. Remember, the more you recharge, the better your chances to win.
Star 156 star 2 hash. Let me recharge and show you. I first will be millionaire too.
Are you still wasting time? Oh? When you be wasting time, other people will be winning money. No time.
Millionaire, we can't be millionaire. Oh, millionaire, we can't be millionaire.
MTN.
La femme le sait, be moi, be mioko, ma mere, na be boji be bo na ruwa na we. Gana isore, pon moji, be bochen. Lusa se etien, wala Richard Rojado, ka pompe, oko diero de, wa nyoni aga. I'm a woody chow, I'm a wrio. You are one awuri kera jere de wa ko somo kan mo yan semre lusa funga o lusa na vere jere bo be o wa ni yan dia pa yan mu yan jere o ti se bo wuri de na fun o mu daro je be ja star 156 star 2 hash. Dagere wire po ani o mo daro boje de mo nyu si beke te tapla beke je omo yin beke da ni pepe o fren ya o de o pe amyoko wa mu de do ke tike mu pocha dage wuri duo ke wuri fofo duo omo de wuri popo fren o omo juwe o nyo sen wa mu daro du so pore pe yi beke de wuri de fun omo po ani pepe richa oko pombe ake a wuri ti oga o wuri de popo fren oga o juwe o nyo sen mu daro du wanwe o richa oko pombe ake o wuri ti o Besa mu one moji be chende o ma mere be chende o be ga mu one moji o rusa da o ti se mu gri po de fun amu mu de do ke ti ke mu o be ke 1,000 duo be ke 10,000 duo be ke 100,000 duo your friend do your friend mu 1 million da pirawuri mu duo ru ajamo ga yo da o yo ko juaro obe oke we fofo okere gbire po obe du we fofo mo ke okere gbire po ani pa mu du ani krampun sora mu du ani krampun ka mu de gbire le po ani aka mu du ani na nyo de be ni fo o newe ke ande be chemu o ase mo da no ko be du sa na ja oke be di si ani o mba be ni be po de pe yi be kere gbire fun mo po ani pa okun ye ji abe bo chen gbagba mo ma mere o du na fun oji o joble o ne ache kon go bleja sa 156 sa 2 hash da gere gwire po ani o da ke ne 1 million dure ke o ma mere o ma ja chu go bo o be po de pe yo
MTN. Before the sunrise. Your car renter is bigger and better
with affordable rides for you. Anywhere in Monrovia is $5 or its equivalent for a ride. You can order a ride anywhere within Cinco and Central Monrovia and pay just $5 or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. Airport drop-off is $30 or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. And Painesville is just $15. Book your ride by calling 0888 111 222. Once again, book your ride by calling 0888 111 222. You car renters, your affordable ride just for Are you looking for a getaway that combines the beauty of nature with luxurious accommodations? Look no further than Woki Farms in Carisburg along the Kakata Highway, where dreams come true from rolling hills to sparkling streams. Woki Farms, it's traveler's dream. We offer a unique experience for all with a 20% discount on all of our services. We are open every day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And let's not forget about the food at Woki Farms. We pride ourselves on our farm-to-table dining experience. Enjoy delicious meals made from fresh, locally and internationally sourced ingredients. There's no time to waste. Explore our farm where you can get up close and personal with friendly animals. A place with breathtaking views. You will leave your worries behind. From cozy cabins to elegant shallow rooms. Woki Farms, where memories are sweet. Whether you are seeking a peaceful retreat or an adventure-filled vacation, we have live band days and every Sunday. So why wait? Plan your vacation or outing with Woki Farms in Carisburg along the Kakata Highway and experience the beauty of nature. Indulge in luxury and create memories for lifetime. For reservation, call us on 0881 248401. From sunrise to sunset, every moment is grand at Woki Farms because we are the ultimate wonderland. It's a dawn of a new day in broadcasting, and I have got news for you, radio and television stations owners and managers. Expert Communications Consultant is here to solve your equipment installation and purchasing needs. At Expert Communication Consultant, we are the premier source for professional radio and television installation. Contact us today for the following services. We build, install, and do servicing on towers from start to finish. We do a full installation of radio and television equipment. We soundproof and brand radio and television studios of all kinds. We do repairs on radio and television equipment. We do order radio and television equipment as well as spare parts from Italy. The biggest news is we have state-of-the-art solar broadcasting system that uses solar power. So, look no further for your communication perfection. Expert Communication Consultant, your premier source for professional radio and television installation. We are located on 10th Street in Cinco, Monrovia, right in the technology building. We can be contacted on 231-886-462632 or 231-770-462632 or email us at owusup33@yahoo.com. Expert Communication Consultant, your premier source for professional radio and television installation. Social Night is that radio program that aims to engage listeners in meaningful discussions about social issues, community events, and present life-transforming stories. Get the latest G's, get connected, and be in the prize. Depression is real, my friend. Embrace your new beginning. You are strong. You are wise. You are wise beyond the 1,000 reasons why. You can be perfect. because nobody is perfect. So embrace your new beginning with friends and music. With Social Night, you are not alone. Join us for laughter this and every Wednesdays and Fridays, 10 to 11:30 p.m. only on Love FM 105.1 and Love TV Live. It's Social Night.
So go! We forced the win. Every win is yours. Own it. The Mama Community League is back, and this time it's about on the field and love in the stands. 16 communities will battle for a grand prize of 300,000 Liberian dollars, while the second place team will walk away with 200,000 Liberian dollars and third place 100,000 Liberian dollars. From Jacobstown to Logantown, Bonnersville to Clear Street, Kingrave to Nucretown, Simple Bridge to West Point, Old Road to Congotown, Kingrave to Bangla Town. Oh my oh, Pape oh, my crowd born oh, oh my real junior, they lead it for y'all. Come and support your community, yeah? This is more than football. It's pride, it's passion, it's power. The People's League, Mama Community League is here. So come out, wear your jersey, bring the drums, cheer the loudest, and support your community. The Mama Community League is for the people. Powered by Lone Star South MTN and the Liberian Football Association.
After the commercial commitment, we back. And back, of course, this is the Positive Show right here on Love FM 105.1, transmitting to you from Thenshki Sinker, right in the technology building. Get the calls coming through. We're talking about parent-to-child relationship, parenting in particular. What can we do to build that cordial relationship with our children, to have a healthy environment? These are things that we're talking this morning, and we want to send it out as a condolences to the Matadi family and the bereaved family in particular for the loss of the lives of 4 kids who left in the fire incident. As I learned, 4 kids left in the fire incident around the Don Bosco area there in Matadi. May their soul and souls of all faithful departed rest in perfect peace and light perpetual shine on them. This is something that we thought to stress on in the coming days. People are now building on the alley. People are building on the alley, and these are things that are causing serious problem in our country. But we tend to play laissez-faire attitudes on these things. And at the end of the day, lives are being lost. According to reports, the fire incident started. The fire National Fire Service they were in time, but access to the fire scene was difficult, and that led to the kids remaining in the fire, and we've lost 4 promising young children. So we want to call on the government through the municipal governance to see reason. Public Works, we know Development Council P. All those homes that are in the alley, come on, we need to do something about it. We cannot continue to sustain these kind of losses on the basis of people building in the alley. There's no access. And for me, say this. When you go to where I was born, Gardnersville, there's no access any longer. Before, where you used to have access from the main road straight to our resident and other parts of the community, it is difficult nowadays. People have built makeshift structures. People have built structures in the way. And this is causing serious problem. We are playing deaf ears to these things. But it is very serious. Lives are being destroyed. Properties are being destroyed. All because of these kinds of things. All because of these kinds of adamant attitude. We build in the alleyways. We build. Come on, why are we doing this? In terms of fire incident, the vehicles cannot access the community to quench the fire. Come on. We can do better, Liberians. We can do better. We can do better. So if you are listening and wanting to weigh in, 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073 are numbers you can call and form part of the program this morning. This is the Positive Show. We got a few more minutes to go. 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073 are the numbers to call. And let me play for you this motivation. Yeah, a lot of us, we need to learn these things. TDJ said, there are people who walk away from you. Let them walk. The part in your life story is over. Stop reawakening the dead when it is dead. Let it go. And live with the memories that comes. So it's good that we listen and learn.
Let it go. That's TD Jakes. There are people who walk away from you. When people walk away from you, let them walk. Don't talk another person into staying with you. Don't talk another person into loving you. Don't talk another person into calling you, caring about you, coming to see you. Don't talk another person into staying with you, attached to you. Let it go. When people walk away from you, let them walk. Your destiny is never tied to anybody that left. People leave you because they are not joined to you. And if they are not joined to you, you can't make them stay. Let them go. And it doesn't mean that they are bad people. It just means that their part in the story is over. And you've got to know when people's part in your story is over, so that you don't keep trying to raise the dead. You've got to know when it's dead. Let it go. You've got to know when it's over. Let it go. Stop begging people to stay. Let them go. If you're holding on to something that doesn't belong to you and was never intended for your life, then you need to let it go. If you're holding on to past hurts and pains, let it go. If someone can't treat you right, if someone cannot love you back, and if someone cannot see your worth, let it go. If someone has angered you, let it go. If you're holding on to some thoughts of evil and revenge, let it go. If you're involved in a wrong relationship or addiction, let it go. If you're holding on to a job that no longer meets your needs or talents, let it go. If you have bad attitude, let it go. If you keep judging others to make yourself feel better, let it go. If you are struggling with the healing of a broken relationship, let it go. If you keep trying to help someone who won't even try to help themselves, let it go. If you're feeling depressed and stressed, let it go. Let the past be the past. Forget the former things. Let it go. Let the past be the past. Forget the former things. People leave you because they are not joined to you. And if they are not joined to you, you can't make them stay. And it doesn't mean that they are bad people. It just means that their part in the story is over. You've got to know when the people's part in the story, in your story in particular, is over, so that you don't keep trying to raise the dead. You've got to know when it's dead. You've got to let it go. You've got to let it go and possibly deal with the memories that come with that. The memories that go with that. Let it go. That's T.D. Jakes. There are people who walk away from you. When people walk away from you, let them walk. Don't talk another person into staying with you. Don't talk another person into loving you. Don't talk another person into calling you, caring about you, coming to see you. Don't talk another person into staying with you, attached to you. Let it go. When people walk away from you, let them walk. Your destiny is never tied to anybody that left. People leave you because they are not joined to you. And if they are not joined to you, you can't make them stay. Let them go. And it doesn't mean that they are bad people. It just means that their part in the story is over. And you've got to know when people's part in your story is over, so that you don't keep trying to raise the dead. You've got to know when it's dead. Let it go. You've got to know when it's over. Let it go. Stop begging people to stay. Let them go. If you're holding on to something that doesn't belong to you and was never intended for your life, then you need to let it go. If you're holding on to past hurts and pains, let it go. If someone can't treat you right, if someone cannot love you back, and if someone cannot see your worth, let it go. If someone has angered you, let it go. If you're holding on to some thoughts of evil and revenge, let it go. If you're involved in a wrong relationship or addiction, let it go. If you're holding on to a job that no longer meets your needs or talents, let it go. If you have bad attitude, let it go. If you keep judging others to make yourself feel better, let it go. If you are struggling with the healing of a broken relationship, let it go. If you keep trying to help someone who won't even try to help themselves, let it go. If you're feeling depressed and stressed, let it go. Let the past be the past. Forget the former things. Let it go. Let the past be the past. Forget the former things. People leave you because they are not joined to you. And if they are not joined to you, you can't make them stay. And it doesn't mean that they are bad people. It just means that their part in the story is over. You've got to know when the people's part in the story, in your story in particular, is over, so that you don't keep trying to raise the dead. You've got to know when it's dead. You've got to let it go. You've got to let it go and possibly deal with the memories that come with that. The memories that go with that.
So that's just about that. You gotta let it go, folks. Let it go and live with the memories that comes. So on this note, this is how we draw down the curtains on today's edition of the program, The Positive Show. Many thanks to all of you who formed part by way of viewing. Some of you joined us by just listening. We appreciate all that you do. Do join Fanfoma and John Kessa, God willing, on tomorrow when they will be around here to take you through. From my end, this is how I love to say, let's keep the peace and play it safe as always. Two things in this life you always be remembered for: the problems you create and the problems you solve. And there must be two things you should take into consideration and own up to: your fortune and that of a misfortune. In Union Council says, show we've got above our rights to prove. We overall prevail with hearts and hands, our country cause defending. We meet the foe with valor unpretending. Have you any else a pleasant and a godly day. Bye bye.